it's Denis O'Brien, episode 22. Make your film index cards and Trello? What are you talking about, Dennis? What I'm talking about is there's lots of ways to stay organized. But before I start, let me just say, Make Your Film is a producer's podcast. It's not about directing or screenwriting or acting or editing or any of those things or cinematography. Those are different websites, different topics. This is about the nuts and bolts of putting a production together, whether it's a music video or a documentary or a news show or a movie for your Rotary Club or a feature film or a TV series. They all have to get put together in a similar way. There is a budget. There is a schedule. There is a way to do it. There is certain things that are immutable. You need actors. You need clothing, you need equipment, you need crew, and you need a place to shoot. There's all these, and insurance, and here we go. But that's not the purpose of today's podcast. Today we're talking about organization. But one of the best parts about this podcast is I get to pop around with other ideas as they come up. And I make these little short shows and try to share my knowledge with people, because I've been on a lot of sets and a lot of shoots. I came up through commercials, but the commercial budgets were big, and the assignment was big too. Finish this, like this, on time, make it friggin' beautiful, and by the way, protect profit for the owner of the production company. So, the capitalist part of the process was presented, and also really great production people work in the commercial business at the highest level. It's the best of the best. That's where Michael Bay came from, commercials, So if you want to know more and talk about longer topics, go to my YouTube channel. I'm growing the content base there. I've got the learning program almost done. The book is done. I just have to publish it. But let's go into organization and index cards, which are one of my favorites. Let's be real, right? Production is freaking messy. Whether you're writing a screenplay, prepping for a shoot, managing post, staying organized is going to be critical throughout. So technology makes this easier now, but some of the old tools make sense too. In other words, if you don't have some of this stuff out in the real world, outside the digital realm, then a crew of people that are working for you can't easily see the schedule without going to check some digital device. And you can't expect everybody to go through a digital door, to go down a digital hallway, to find out a little piece of information that could have been up on the wall. So, tried and true method, index cards. And here's how I do it, and a lot of people do it in the business, especially in that last 60 days before the shoot. Color code them by location. So if you're shooting at a school, in a church, in a town square, in a bedroom, so you got 4 locations, you need to use a different color for each location. It's pretty cool. Then write a separate card for each scene. So in that you have a scene description, scene number, date and time, any special instructions, safety protocols, if there's children or animals, etc., key contacts, if a specific location has a specific owner, and so on and so forth. This gives you and your team a linear visual rep of the shooting sequence, plus it allows everyone on the staff to come in and make a note. Oh, by the way, you got to remember the neighbor on the left side is a jerk, and be careful, don't park in front of that house. That's a note that should be available to everyone. It's not confidential information, it's pertinent. So that's a way to use index cards to your benefit. And while I'm on the topic of old school, here's another hack. Keep a large cardboard box in your production office and throw any relevant paper, anything you're scribbling on, right? A receipt, a voided call sheet that you wrote someone's number on, anything at all, throw it in that friggin' box until the shoot's over. You'd be surprised how often you go reaching into that box to solve your problem, because you got to stay organized and you got to have all that information at your fingertips, even though you need a lot of fingertips, right? Well, there's a lot of digital tools too. Index cards and sticky notes do have their charm, and they do work for certain things. Digital tools are a game changer. You got to go into the Movie Magic family. It's a little expensive, but the software is a powerhouse. It syncs with your schedule. Allows you to manage real-time changes like actor availability, hotel changes, transportation changes across the schedule and in the shooting schedule. So it's really a winner. Studio Binder is great for pre-pro and on-set management. It's pretty solid program, and they're actually a really helpful website. ShareGrid is a newer one that I haven't used, but it's great for sourcing gear around the country from alternate vendors, which is often the case. You know, you need XYZ, you don't need a whole package, and you can find it from an owner, you know. Peerspace helps you find locations for shooting. It's another cool thing that's going on out there digitally, so you should be aware of it all. And then getting into the regular organizational stuff, Trello's a monster. Everyone should know how to use Trello in any business. Basecamp, Monday.com, Teamwork, they're all awesome. Airtable, you know, then you get the spreadsheet thing built in. It's awesome. You know, hybrid approach is what I'd take. Most filmmakers will tell you the real magic lies in there. You have to find what works for you and your schedule. You could be a wizard in Trello, but you need sticky notes for quick ideas or quick notes, or put something on the phone to remind people to lock the door. You know, blah, 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 blah. It's all about finding the right balance for you and your team, you know. If you're financing someone's film or investing, or you're tangential and you're just listening to me, familiarize yourself with some of these tools. They're simple to learn, and it'll make you more efficient and a valuable part of the team. At least you can speak to it, you know what I mean? There's never been a better time to make a film. There's never been a better time to have a finished film and a place to go and options and worldwide. It's unbelievable. It's just freaking unbelievable. So if you're going to make a film, get on the road, make a lot of lists, learn what you got to learn, and decide which way you're going to go. Are you going to be a screenwriter? Are you going to be a producer? Are you going to be a director? Are you going to do some of these, all of these? Doesn't really matter. So all of us have the opportunity to be filmmakers, directors, producers, whatever you'd like to do. If you listen to me, I'm going to tell you how to produce things, how to figure out how to park 400 cars, how to organize scenes with 1,200 people, or figure out how to shoot in a very secure location with a very nimble and small crew. Look, there's lots of things we can do together. I want to help. I can help you really produce if you want to hire me too. But please go to my website at makeyourfilm.net for more free information. Go out, make your film.